Hi everybody. I'm checking back in after my video yesterday because I know I talked about I was having a migraine and I was struggling with whether or not I should take some medication. So if you're new, somehow wandered onto this video, I'm Christina. I am almost at the end of treatment at the Mayo Clinic for chronic pain and depression. But they don't say that, but it does treat depression as well. But within the program, one of the things that I'm working on is getting off of a lot of the medications that I've been on for chronic headaches, migraines, and tension headaches. So I have done a really good job, and I need to give myself some credit, because as I was going through an exercise today in one of our group sessions, I realized, and I think I even said it yesterday, but I just realized it more, that I have not taken medication for my chronic headaches in over a week, I think, now. So, I mean, I was weaned off of some stuff, and I'm almost weaned off of my muscle relaxer, but I haven't taken a migraine medication that I use as a rescue med when I get a migraine, and in over a week. And I haven't taken any like tension, headache, Excedrin, migraine, any of that stuff, which I used to take. I used to take at least something every day that was acetaminophen based, whether it was Fioricet or tension headache or Excedrin migraine. I did take couple ibuprofen a few days ago because of a fall that I had, and I jostled my head and it was a whole thing, but that was a one time, and it was for an acute. Today we talked about acute versus chronic and knowing the difference, and since I did struggle with that a couple days ago, it was interesting to be like, yeah, I figured it out. But it did take a little bit of time for me to figure it out, just because I am trying not to take the medicine. So one of the things I ran into yesterday was my migraine trigger. My biggest migraine trigger that I've known I've had for years now is low atmospheric pressure. So we had, up here in Minnesota where I'm at the Mayo Clinic, there was a really bad storm that moved through yesterday, and I could feel the storm coming in my head, because that's what I do. I'm apparently a barometer. And I knew the migraine was there. It was mild, but because I am fearful of my migraines getting worse, I immediately want to take medicine, because that's what I'm used to doing. So I was struggling with whether or not I should take a Ubrelvy to stop the migraine before it got worse. I didn't. They wanted me to see what would happen if I don't take it. And I just continue doing what I've learned here and see what happens when the system passes. And it didn't get worse. I mean, I got to probably, I would consider it one of my moderate migraines, so pain level was getting close to a 6.5. And I struggled with falling asleep last night, so I didn't fall asleep until probably 12:30. So I didn't get as much sleep. I got about six hours of sleep, and I struggled falling asleep, which is another thing that I worry about, and why I'm off my Ambien now. So these are the things that I worry about, because I'm so reliant on the medication. But the thing that I always have to remind myself, and I'm learning through this program, is even with less sleep than I would normally get, or struggling to fall asleep, I was able to wake up. My migraine was gone, and my residual headache was not too bad. I was able to go to treatment, and I did really well in physical therapy. I was able to ride the bike for 20 minutes, which is a lot for me. and, you know, do all my stretches and my weight, my resistance training. And then even after I got back, I went back out and went and did some shopping. I had to find a few things I really haven't found much, but I wanted to try to find some stuff to bring my kids. So I went out shopping for a while. So I was actually, I was able to do that. I walked around, you know, to stores and stuff. My knees are a little bit sore from all of this today, but that's fine. It'll be fine. But yeah, I mean, I did it. So I have to hold on to that memory because I did it, and somehow I didn't feel as accomplished as I should have. But then when I said it actually was in rounds today. It's my last time doing rounds, which is where we meet with like all like the medical director and all the like main people. I mean, it's a big accomplishment. It is, and maybe somehow I'm like holding back on being excited because I'm waiting to see what happens when I get home. Like, am I going to be able to hold on to all this? Am I going to get home and just stress is going to hit me and I'm going to like have relapse issues with, not with the medication. I don't foresee that, but just avoidance and not wanting to do a lot. So I'm really got to focus, I think, in on how to go back and not feel like everyone's just watching me and seeing what am I going to do, you know, because I kind of feel that way. And I don't think it, you know, my friends and family are going to like try to make me feel that way. But I think that's how I think that's probably part of the reason. I feel like it's just going to be, I'm going to be home and everyone's just going to be like, are you cured? You know, and maybe they're not, but that's just how I feel. And I'm going to just have to work really, really well with my husband, which I do, and we communicate really well, but making sure like we're working together to plan things that we want to do together and goals that I want to hit on the weekdays and things. And I have a lot to work out as far as, you know, getting back into finding a career path that I might want to do. And I talked about that last time. So, you know, and part of that, I've been working on creating like my difficult day box is something we talked about today, things to kind of put in a box for when I have a difficult day that will kind of help me. So I'll probably have Daniel help me like think of some things to put in that. So, but yeah, I think that's where my hesitation has been coming from for like really giving myself credit. I mean, I'm doing great here, but I think in my mind, I'm like, yeah, I'm doing great here, but I'm all by myself. It's easy to keep things low stress when I'm here by myself. But before I came, I was stressed coming here because I was going to be all by myself and I couldn't rely on anyone else to do anything that I needed done. So I'm kind of in a weird space about it, and maybe I'll talk to one of the therapists tomorrow about it, because I think I just kind of zoned in on that while I was talking to you, to myself. Yeah, okay. But I wanted to let you know, I didn't take the medicine. My migraine went away. I was productive today. I did a really good job. I exercised for an hour. You know, I socialized. I should be proud of myself. So, and the one last thing I want to tell you is we watched this really awesome video that really was impactful for me, especially in the discussion on what I want to do now as far as a career, and if I wanted to go back into engineering or if I wanted to change and do something completely different. So I urge you all to go watch this. Just look up TED Talk, Michael Jr. And I think it's called More Than Funny. But I literally just looked up Michael Jr. TED Talk and it popped up. That was the first thing. Some of you may have already seen it, and if you have, then you should have shared it with me. No, I'm just kidding. It was really good. It was exactly what I needed to hear. It seems somehow, I don't know what happens, that because everyone's on a different timeline in this program, so everyone's kind of getting information in different ways, and I really do feel like the way I have gotten the information is mostly been in a way that worked best for me. So so I'm really excited about that. So yes, so I watched that, and I was able to make a few SMART goals after it, as far as specifically with regards to career. So go watch that. It was really good. And I'm gonna go and eat my dinner, and if you know what my guilty pleasure is, it is Wednesday night. So, Big Brother. See you guys later. Bye.